Since you're not a prisoner, are you allowed to leave the relationship when you want? Imagine you're married to the perfect spouse. You make a commitment to be married to each other forever. Lucky you, you're married to the most perfect person to ever exist. They will never leave you nor forsake you, their steadfast love never ceases, and no matter how badly you treat them, they want to stay married. So in this example, no matter how often you go astray or how badly you screw up, they will never ask for a divorce. However, is there anything stopping you from asking for one? Would you need the consent of your spouse to initiate a divorce? And if they truly loved you, would they force you to stay, or would they let you go? Considering this scenario, what do you make of these Bible verses? See to it, brothers and sisters, that none of you has a sinful, unbelieving heart that turns away from the living God. Or what about, if we endure, we will also reign with him. If we disown him, he will also disown us. But whoever disowns me before others, I will disown before my Father in heaven. These passages all imply a choice. Do we want to be in a relationship with God or not? Look, I get it, this view may seem scary, but if it's true, we can confidently say that it's impossible to lose your salvation, in the sense that you can fail to meet the standards to be called God's bride. Instead, think of it like this. Jesus is the perfect groom. No matter how unfaithful you are to him, he will never file for divorce. Yet the option to end the marriage is in your hands. A willful decision in your heart that you do not want to be in a relationship with this man anymore. Consider the parable of the prodigal son. The son had an inheritance secured by his father that he would receive in due time. But he demanded his wealth now and willfully squandered it by his decision to separate himself from the family. He wasted it on wild living and blew his shot at a safe and secure life. However, at rock bottom, he remembered how his father's servants were treated better than this. He humbled himself and repented. And instead of receiving him in anger, his father was overjoyed to see the return of his son. Now listen closely to the father's words. His father saw him and felt compassion for him. He ran and embraced him and kissed him. And the son said to him, "Father, I have sinned against heaven and in your sight. I am no longer worthy to be called your son." But the father said to his slaves, "Let's eat and celebrate, for this son of mine was dead and has come to life again. He was lost and has been found." If you clicked on this video, there's a good chance that you're concerned about your salvation, and that's okay. Perhaps the prodigal son was saved at the start of the story, forfeited his salvation throughout the middle, and yet was received back by his father with joy in the end. I don't know where you sit on this debate, and I'd love to start a conversation in the comments after this video, but I want to say one very important thing first. If you ever feel like you've failed God and he's given up on you, that couldn't be further from the truth. Remember the prodigal's father. No matter what you've done, God is waiting for you to return to him. And when that day comes, all of heaven will rejoice that you made the decision to return to your Father. His arms are open wide. So, have I challenged you a bit today? Let's start a discussion in the comments. Present your best arguments for your belief, and we'll see where it leads.